Hello everybody, and welcome back to Moonlight Castle. We have entered day 4, we survived the night at the castle. It was very exciting. We Dylan had to jump up onto the van. Very good, very good. I slowly opened my eyes, and as my vision focused back in place, I stared at the ceiling above me. What was that dream even about? Why did I dream about? The ring around my finger was releasing a lot of energy. The temperature kept shifting between hot and cold. You saw it too, didn't you? I could feel her grief, the same emotion she never got a chance to process. It's okay. You're safe here. You don't need to hold it back anymore. For a second, I thought my words didn't get to her, but then I heard her voice creeping from the ring ever so slightly. It started as a whisper, and then she weakly sobbed. That must have been tough. For all of them. I didn't expect a morning like this. I thought that by leaving the castle, all of the weird supernatural stuff I saw yesterday would stay behind. But that was far from the truth. I sat at the edge of my bed, thinking about what happened the night before. And the realization that everything was real completely sank in when I looked at my black wrist and the mark still sitting there. I'm sorry. I froze. Her voice, now fully coherent, was coming out of the ring. Hey, I got it. I get it. I mean, I couldn't fully understand, but I could try. Not exactly the best first impression. I'd offer you a drink, but, well... Unless she'd want me to pour it onto the ring. Then she giggled in between a few sniffles. That's silly, but I appreciate the kindness. I flushed red. Did she read my thoughts? Sorry, I didn't mean to. That dream of yours really flustered me. Give me a moment to collect myself. My mind bombarded me with questions that I wanted her to answer, including those about my privacy being jeopardized by a ghost. I can see why Patty would take interest in you. Oh, wow, she's got a model. Did not expect that. Okay. Holy fucking shit. This was the same ghost I met the night before. What happened? Nia, Patty. Nice to meet you. Her body was somewhat transparent, but she cast a small shadow underneath her. Nice to meet you too, Nia. She didn't seem to have any real corporeality, that's what that says, as she floated around, but I did notice a thin line connecting her body to the ring. I feel like I owe you a lot already. Her voice sounded animated and expressive. It was a nice kind of friendly that put my mind at ease. Oh, don't mention it. And I feel awful having to be the bearer of bad news. I didn't want to thank you by making your worst day. You wouldn't be the first. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't read my thoughts for starters. No more of that. It slipped due to our connection and emotional state. But I'm okay. But then again, you entered my dream, so... I needed to know what happened and learn about the situation. Sorry about that too. I guess it was an emergency, but we left the castle. It's over, isn't it? She gave me a sympathetic look, but I didn't feel reassured. You and your friends are still in danger. The castle will find its way to you regardless of where you are. My wrist keeping that weird mark was a terrible reminder of the legitimacy of her claim. We should take it slow, okay? You are not in immediate danger. And the others? Are they fine? Yes, everyone's fine. What is that? What does it want exactly? Is it just going after people without a reason? I'll tell you everything I know. I grabbed an energy drink off the shelf. An energy drink? How many of you are hard energy drink, enjoyers? Do you get that Monster Energy? That Red Bull? I've never had a full energy drink in my life. It just doesn't come up. It doesn't come up. Don't think I need it. This kind of mess needed more caffeine. I'd like to start with more information from you, though. Otherwise, my answer won't make sense. She was already 10 times more helpful than her brother. How much do you remember from yesterday? I know that something weird happened with time, and I remember all of it now. Time itself was rewinded. Rewinded? Okay. Why do I remember? Technically, these memories should have ceased to exist. They were removed from the world, but they still exist somewhere else. The idea of a world in which he remained dead saddened me. It's easy to make our minds forget, but our bodies, their memories are impossible to manipulate. That's why us ghosts have a harder time keeping ourselves together. Can you explain to me why I dreamed about you and Patrice? I felt sorry for bringing it up again, but I needed to understand the logic behind it. This wasn't a coincidence anymore. Mediums specialize in gathering intel, and dreams are one of the many tools we have at our disposal. It makes sense for you to use it on someone you're interested in. I didn't like what she was implying here. You have my blessing, by the way. The way she genuinely endorsed it activated my fight-or-flight response, and the hat shelter was waiting for me to dive into it. He's attractive, okay? That's all you're going to get. There was no point in denying it when she had seen it for herself. Patty's a good man, but I feel horrible knowing that he couldn't move on. I reluctantly came out of my hat and took a deep breath. These stupid feelings were keeping me away from the issue at hand, which was way more important. Do you want to meet him? He did technically see you already, but he assumed you were dying. It wasn't a good scene for him to witness. He'll be asking about you later. I don't want to put him in danger, is what I would say, but I feel like I'm being selfish again. I did my best to keep him away from us, knowing how difficult the situation would get, but in the end, my mistakes caught up to him. I waited as the turmoil within her kept growing. I think you both needed that. Take it off your chest now that you can. The castle can wait. I just hope I'm not making a mistake. If you get scared of meeting Patrice, what will you do when Liam finds out? Listen, about that. I felt a terrible sensation permeating my body, a strange discomfort that wasn't going away. Did you feel that? It's him. Who, Patrice? What did she mean by that, and why would I sense his presence? Things are going too fast. I did want to see him, but not immediately. Do I look good to you? I didn't have enough time to adjust to my new form. This is the way I was dressed when I died. Could you materialize fake clothes on yourself? He couldn't get you out of his mind. I could feel it at the door, but nobody knocked. I hate how I can't hide because I'm tired. I'm tied to my own ring. Wouldn't you face through everything anyway? He didn't seem willing to ring the doorbell, and so I might as well fetch him in myself. I honestly can't complain about this. I would lose my mind too if I were you. I checked through the peephole and felt nauseous by the enormous amount of energy that surrounded Patrice. It didn't feel normal. Enough of this. You're going to give me motion sickness. I slammed the door open and dragged an extremely shocked Patrice inside my apartment. And when the two made eye contact, the storm froze. God, it really is you! Patty, hey. His voice drowned into a sea of thoughts that couldn't take shape. It's really you, isn't it? His voice cracked. The single sentence was keeping him from bursting into tears. Yeah, what's left of me, that is. The tiger reluctantly walked closer and extended his paw toward her. The same way someone would check the authenticity of a mirage. But what he wanted the most now stood in front of him. It didn't fade, but he couldn't make contact either. And as he brought that hand back to himself, he sighed in defeat. I should have been there for you. Maybe if I had... Nia gently wrapped her body around Patrice as he slowly hushed those words into silence. Nothing would have changed, believe me, Patty. You were never at fault. You made this young girl the happiest she could have been. If you were happy, why did you have to go? Because sometimes we have to make sacrifices. There's no sacrifice worth your life, Nia. Nia looked pained and fatigued. It alarmed us both. Hey, are you doing okay? My body is still unstable, but talking to Patty is flooding me with memories I haven't fully remembered. This conversation was taking a toll on her spirit. Sorry, I didn't know. No, you're entitled to being upset and mad for what I've done. I just wish I could tell you why I did what I did. In the end, you're always the one holding me back from crumbling. I couldn't stomach how Patrice wasn't allowed to interact with Nia the way he wanted. I knew it was possible for ghosts to regain a degree of physicality. Those monsters certainly did. Do you trust me, Patty? Always. Then, if you do, keep doing that for a little longer, okay? I watched as Nia channeled the storm Patrice had created into her body, slowly absorbing it. And that's when it hit me. She was trying to grant him that wish. Let me help. She didn't seem okay with it, but never raised her opinion. I placed my hand on her, or tried to. It sank into her shoulder. And as she absorbed Patrice's soul, she also fed on mine. Her hand was ejected from her my hand was ejected from her body as it solidified. It won't last long, but it would make me happy if you'd hug me, give me a hug. He didn't hesitate to indulge her request. The tears he'd been holding back broke down his walls, streaming down his cheeks. You have no idea how much I've missed you, Nia. The lynx gently caressed his head as the tiger cried his heart out. I thought about you all the time. I hope you can forgive me. And, as she comforted him, her eyes also welled up with tears. It's so frustrating. I'm incredibly mad at myself for allowing this to happen. I couldn't let you sink. You deserved a peaceful life. One we couldn't give you. I know what you're thinking, and that's exactly why I had to take the plunge on my own. Patrice tried speaking, but his words were being choked by the increasing sobbing. We built a real family together, and I hope you can fondly look at those memories without grief. You'll always be a part of my family, Nia. A gentle smile formed in response. Be proud of the time we spent together. They gave meaning to my life. I'll never forget them. And as she finished talking, her body began disappearing. I'm growing tired. She wasn't the only one who looked exhausted. Do you want to sit? The tiger gave me a slight nod, and as he sniffed again. Sorry for making you see that. I felt like showing up unannounced was worse than this, but I didn't mind. That's okay. Your bed isn't that good. I didn't give you permission to lay on it either. I'm starting to feel like hearing that sentence is a rite of passage. I need to share a few more things with you before I completely pass out. Are you going to be fine? Just low on energy. So what is it? It's about Liam. I know that you both must be super excited to share the news, but I know you won't lie. But I need you to lie. That's what that says. We gave each other a confused look. I currently don't remember why, but it was a deliberate choice we agreed on. With who exactly? Did someone know where she was? I don't know, it's blurry. But I'm also worried about my brother's health. I watched Joel's memories, and he looked just as unstable as Patty. I don't like this. He deserves to know what happened to you. Not right now, please. You have to trust me on this. Fine. If that's what you think is best for him. Joel, you need to get medium training as soon as possible. Finally, something exciting. When are we doing it? No, Liam will take care of that. My disappointment was on display for everyone to see. My disappointment was immeasurable. I promise he will. Don't look so disheartened. What about me? Am I useless because I'm not a medium? Nah, you have a few options, but you can absolutely help them. Hell yeah! It makes me happy to see you raring up. Roaring up? Sorry to interrupt, but I'm still wearing your ring, and it's not a subtle accessory either. I can take care of that. In a matter of seconds, the ring faded away. Where did it go? I touched my finger and felt it. It's here, just invisible. That's right. Make sure no one holds your hand. Well, I can do that. No, you can't. I wouldn't resort to the hat. The day just started. It was for emergencies only. I need to know why we have to go back to the castle. Because we forced our way out. Your friends received a curse that will lead them to their deaths if left unchecked. Shit. Though I find it strange that you don't have one. It doesn't matter. How do we get out of this situation? You'll have to go back and resume your investigation. How do I do that when everyone wants to kill me? That's part of your job description. The thing is, curses are created by people that have succumbed to their negative emotions. Grief, hatred, regret, anger, guilt. These negative feelings carry strong desires that serve as foundation for a curse. So the objective here is to find out what the castle wants and appease it? It's not always possible to appease it, but learning the cause will provide you with more solutions, yes. And the castle just holds these answers for us? Isn't that dumb? They can't help it. The castle is a physical manifestation of their desires. It's part of their soul, which means their motives are also hidden somewhere. I wanted to close my eyes again. Maybe this was another dream. You know what would make this easier? Knowing what my talent is. It was unfair how I was given all of this work and nothing exciting to match it with. I can help, if you allow me to dive through your memories. Oh, now you want my consent. First, petty comment of the day. Hey, don't you use my memories against me. How's Nia doing? I lifted my fingers up before Patrice to offer a clear review. I'm a bit spent, but I can't rest in peace yet. Didn't land? It sounded funny in my head. It was clever, but I'd rather not hear you joke about your own death. Yeah, it was too soon. Somehow, that also felt like a joke. Are you sleeping with Ryan? My face flared up immediately. Why are you asking me that now? He pointed at my pillow and chuckled. I smelled his usual pine scent and wondered if you guys... Do not finish that sentence. I couldn't believe he would say that, even as a joke. He comes over to play games, and my bed is basically a couch at this point. He's been giving me the cold shoulder ever since the gym incident. That was another unresolved issue we needed to address. I wanted to talk it out, but he didn't like the idea. I told him that I'm down to have a serious discussion, but he didn't answer. Give Ryan time to think about it. We've got other problems right now. Patrice sighed. He had been hiding his discomfort. Yeah, his discomfort the whole time we discussed the castle. I thought we were done. I had mixed feelings about it. A part of me was down to admit that this whole medium thing was exciting. Until Nia brought death into the picture. Why are you here anyway? I thought we'd meet on campus. I was in the middle of my morning jog and your place was on the way, so I thought I'd stop by. And totally not because of Nia. Hey, two people I really like in the same place. Who wouldn't check? I chuckled. It was better having him here and keeping an eye on his curse up close. That explains how he just got out of nowhere and took me in. It gave me quite the scare, honestly. You had a strong presence. A presence? It's like your soul is bigger than your body and is expanding everywhere. Like that ghost we met in the library. Yeah, imagine yourself in the middle and there's this transparent aura all around you. Kinda cool. Under normal circumstances, I would agree with you, but I need you to stop doing that. Do I need to control that? Strong emotions make it bigger. I wasn't confident in my claims, but most of them were based on how it felt to me. Nia didn't seem to argue though, so I must have been right. Yeah, I'm definitely calmer now, but also really tired. Nia did take a good chunk of your soul earlier. I should have asked her why she picked me over Patrice, and why she didn't look like a colored bedsheet anymore. Joel. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted for a moment. Feeling better. That curse Nia mentioned worried me. We should let everyone know as soon as possible. Calm down. Nia reassured me that we'll be fine for a while. I don't even know how the curse works, so what am I going to say? I understand that he was worried, but Liam must have been aware of this too. Then our priorities should be gathering. My phone began ringing. Considering how much time we spent talking, I figured it must have been Ryan. Be quiet for a second. Hey? Morning! How are you doing today? There was a hint of concern, and I couldn't blame him. Yesterday fucked me up in ways I never imagined. Alive? Thank God you are. And you? Ghosts, monsters, and then those cloaked people with masks. Just brutal. I mostly kept worrying about you. I'm sorry for getting you caught up in all this. You didn't know that would happen. It's over. We can go back to what we always do. I could feel his emotions coming through the phone, the way his soul moved and reacted to my words. And I couldn't bring myself to say it, at least not now. You coming? Oh yeah, just give me a few. I should be there soon. I'll be waiting by the tree stump. Was this also part of becoming a medium? I didn't realize that having the ability to feel souls included the living as well. His feelings were pouring into me without the need for words. And they were so warm and bright that all of the bad memories we shared didn't hurt as much. Being alive was all that mattered to me. I think I should go before Ryan shows up. No, you're staying. Especially with this curse going on. We're going to make it awkward. Good. Maybe that will encourage him to speak. I get it. I know that I'm just delaying the inevitable, but I thought I'd give him a break. We deserve a break just as much as he does. He was going to invite you to breakfast. Are you going to turn him down? Oh, I was going to invite you to breakfast. That's what that says. It's a bit late for breakfast. Answer the question. You really want me to say yes? Of course I like the idea. It does feel good when you agree. Patrice stood up and stretched as I prepared to leave. His body twisted in ways I deemed impossible to replicate for a canine. That is the spot. I imagined him curling into the smallest ball of fluff and smiled. What are you thinking? That Ryan will be here any moment, and I need you to leave. Really? I mean, yeah, you're right about that. Alright everyone, I'm gonna end the part here, so I do hope you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.